Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Um, it's your boy Lucas Doitier, coming at you live. We outside. Just kidding. Right now we're not outside. Right now I'm actually chilling at one of my venues, Karma Kava. Currently live streaming this podcast at the same time as recording it. So I got that going on. At Karma Kava, downtown Fort Lauderdale, which is one of our venues. You guys can come check out our show actually tomorrow night. So tomorrow night here, 900 North Flagler Drive, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we got our comedy and music show, which is going to be featuring some amazing local comedians. We got Carlos Hernandez, who's going to be headlining. We got some other really great performers, and it's going to be hip hop night. So we have some rappers as well. Got Goldmine Rex, Rose Bloods, and Eric Jr. So I'm super looking forward to that. And like I said, I am live streaming this, so I'm saying what's up to some people right now watching this. And this is kind of something I wanted to do for a little while. I've always enjoyed the concept of a podcast. I haven't really gotten too much into any particular ones. I do really enjoy some comedic ones that my friends have been putting together, like Teenagers Yell, Danny Fallon and Matt Ross. That's a classic. They've had some really really good guest hosts there and guest stars there. Really cool stuff. So I wanted to get my hands in the podcast game because a lot of people have been asking me questions lately, especially in regards to event production. I've started to do events a couple months in now, a year and a half, I guess I'd say. I've started to join the open mic community and the people that are there. So I've met a lot of comics. I've met a lot of musicians that are locals in the area. And it's a really, really cool experience. It's really rewarding. And it's a lot of fun. I do this every week. I've got 2 open mics now. C9 Studios every Thursday, downtown Fort Lauderdale. And Riverside Market Plantation. That's every Monday night. And both of those pretty much run from 7 to 11 or later. And it's a lot of fun. All arts open mics. You get a lot of amazing community members that come by. And so this podcast is kind of my way to be able to give back even more, or try and give back even more. I'm going to have people featured on this podcast who are performers. We're going to be trying to get all the headliners from all of our shows onto this podcast as well, and be rolling this out weekly, and interviewing all the local people, all the local talent. That way we can, stay better connected with what people are doing. There's a lot of really great movers and shakers right now in the area. I think comedy and music is on an upswing with everything going on right now. And by everything going on, I mean pandemics doesn't exist in Florida. I'll just say that straight up. No one really follows mask rules and mandates and stuff like that for quite a long time. So it's been really chill, and it's provided a great environment for the local communities to thrive. And I think that's really awesome. Supporting the arts is really beneficial in a lot of ways for a lot of people, not just from the performance perspective side. From an audience perspective, too, you can meet so many amazing people through the communities that these kinds of events bring together. And I mean, I'm not alone in this project as well. Got my boy Tony Dark, who should be coming in sometime soon, and he'll be hopping on. But together we make amazing shows. Broward County, you guys should definitely come by if you're in the area. There's a lot of really, really good talent that comes by. We just had a great show last night at Riverside Market. We do a monthly showcase there besides just the weekly open mic. So every Monday from 6:45 signups to 7:30 show, and then goes out to 11:30. p.m. So every Monday we're there, all arts open mic, and then once a month we do our showcase, which is from 7 to 10 with an open mic afterwards. And we get some of the best local talent to come by, and we give them a lot longer slots than just a regular open mic. Regular open mic's about 5 minutes, give or take. Some places are 4 minutes. I've heard that from places in New York and stuff like that. I think the scene is quite different than someplace as cutthroat as New York, for sure. We're a lot chiller down here. People say it starts at 7. It starts at like 7:15, 7:30, stuff like that. People are a lot more lax down here. And that's one thing, honestly, in the community I definitely am trying to change. I see the things that, I'm only in this pretty recently, but from what I've been exploring and from what I'm hearing from other people in the community, we need to make ourselves a little bit more professional, hold ourselves a little bit more accountable. I think that there's only ever room to grow and room to learn in regards to everything in performance. And for me, doing events has been a huge learning experience, learning opportunity. I've gotten to produce quite a few shows now. And at the moment, we have, by November, we'll be having about 7 venues. So it's getting busy. It's getting busy, and it's getting really good. It's only getting better as we learn, through every show, through every performance. We get opportunities to learn about, where we can improve every time. And to me, that's something that I never want to stop, is to, stop improving. The wheel might work, but what if I can make a better wheel, There's definitely a lot of room to learn in this industry, and I definitely keep my eye out on the other people who are in the area, the other people who are movers and shakers and stuff like that. What's up, y'all? Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think that everything I've been learning is extremely resourceful information, and that I'd love to share with people. I have a lot of people that ask me about, performance and events, and how do I throw events, and what do I do. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of shit that goes into throwing an event. And, with my limited experience, I still feel like I have learned quite a bit, and I'm happy to share that information. So that's something I'd love to do with within this podcast as well, is going into ideas that people let's get that mic connected 100%. Yeah, I know, dog. I don't have I got my phone going right now. I'm recording a podcast. So he doesn't know this. He missed it. But I'm doing a podcast right now. It's connected to my computer. And then I'm just live streaming it so y'all can watch. So I can have some footage of it too. But this is a really good opportunity, I feel, to be able to provide even more space for people to show their talent, show their their journey in this community. And I think that this is just another playing field, which is really cool. So I want to share a lot of what I've learned, like I said, through my event process. Things that I've had to change, things that I've had to work around. Performers, venues, tickets, setup, breakdown, the actual show, equipment, all that stuff. Everything always differs with each venue, which is such a mystery box of fun. Depending on the venue, I have three, I'll say three at the moment, spaces that are consistent, and they're all different. Two of them are bars and restaurant. They have food, and then one of them is a kava bar. They have food as well, but they don't provide alcohol. They provide a different kind of stimulation for people, different kind of environment, different kind of crowd. Two out of the three venues as well, I have to bring my equipment, and one of them I don't, which is also another challenge in and of itself, because I'm used to having my own equipment, which is nice, but it's so nice to not have to worry about that, and not have to worry about the soundboard, not have to worry about what people are doing and talking to me while this show's going on. For Riverside, I have to control the soundboard as well as host. So that's like my most, I'd say, challenging night as an event producer, because I have no staff. I'm doing everything. So I take pictures, I run the soundboard, I do all the social media, I make all the graphics, I set up all the equipment, I break down all the equipment, I take care of the numbers and what the night looked like as in regards to sales, because that's a huge important thing. Is my report card, I like to say, is my sales. How did my sales go that evening? Because really, at the end of the day, I could care less if, like at an open mic, if I have a lot of people. If I have less people, but my sales are great, that's what I care more about that. The performers will come. People always are, either, oh, I'll come next week, or, oh, don't worry, I'll be there again. Like, since it's an every week event, people are definitely more inclined to not show up every week, which totally makes sense, especially with the amount of other places that are opening up now, other open mics that are opening up. And it's a great thing to see that so many people are being able to start to produce their own things, and that the community is growing, and that there's more opportunity and more performance time for all these people. It's a really, really good thing, I think, really positive. It can definitely be a negative, though, I think, if it becomes oversaturated. I think it might hurt people in the end, Not a great amount. Not really a great amount. Maybe audience-wise, picking where to go for the night, kind of camping out. It's definitely a tendency for people. So trying to create that space where people want to come back, people want to stay there, is really key as well to my events. I always try and create a warm atmosphere for people, something that people want to return to, people feel comfortable performing it, sharing themselves and being vulnerable, because that's really what we're doing when we go on stage. Whether you're a new person, a new performer, or someone who has been performing for years, you're still sharing that kind of vulnerable side of you with the audience, and I think that's a really cool thing to do. So I love that there's more places for people to do that. But I know, especially as a comedian, you want an audience. Like, you need an audience. As a guitarist, I can practice at home. I can practice at home as much as I want in front of a mirror and just play my songs and rehearse and then perform it live, and it sounds good, But as a comedian, and I'm learning this as well, you need an audience, and it's not easy to practice if there's no one there, or practice in front of all your peers continuously. Not that you can't learn that way, but you got to have outside perspectives as well. Comedians are very, thoughtful people, with their words, thoughtful with, their process, and of the competition too. They like to watch out and see what people are doing.